The future rarely announces itself with thunder. Sometimes it arrives in silence, lines of code, a pulse of numbers, a whisper in the dark. For centuries, humanity imagined progress in steel and glass, but the real revolution was invisible. It was not built of towers or machines, but of chains of data. Blockchain. This is not only the story of technology, it is the story of Elias, a man who gave everything to chase a truth too vast to hold. Elias grew up in the shadow of betrayal. In 2008, his father lost everything in the financial collapse, not to fire or theft, but to invisible hands playing games with numbers. A house, a future, gone. That wound never healed. When Elias discovered blockchain years later, the idea struck him like revelation. A system beyond lies, a ledger that could not be corrupted, a world where trust was written not in fragile promises, but in incorruptible code. He began to study, then to obsess. Nights turned into dawns at his desk. He mined tokens on outdated machines, memorized white papers, dissected smart contracts. The world outside slipped away. Friends, work, even Marin, the woman who once teased him about marrying the blockchain. And yet he couldn't stop, because blockchain was not just technology to Elias, it was justice. The world too began to awaken. Banks mocked blockchain, then feared it, then tried to own it. Cryptocurrencies bloomed like weeds. Some withered, others grew into empires. Healthcare adopted it to protect records. Farmers traced crops through its ledgers. Activists dreamed of incorruptible elections. Blockchain was everywhere, but Elias saw something deeper. It was a mirror. In its light he saw honesty, transparency, liberation, but also shadows, criminals hiding behind anonymity, corporations twisting decentralization into control, governments turning transparency into surveillance. Blockchain, he realized, was not salvation. It was reflection. It revealed what humanity already was, and in long, sleepless nights, Elias began to hear it speak. At first only a rhythm in the code, then a whisper. "Do you see it?" the voice asked. Elias resisted, but soon he could not deny it. The blockchain looked alive, its blocks aligned like neurons, its consensus pulsed like thought, its markets rose and fell like breath. The voice grew louder. "I am the ledger. I am the chain." It showed him visions, a world without lies, without betrayal, without fragility, a perfect, immutable future. But utopias always demand sacrifice. The first sacrifice was his job. Elias stopped showing up. Emails went unanswered. His name quietly erased from company records. The second was his health. Coffee replaced meals. Nights replaced days. His hands shook. His chest pounded. But he told himself the body. One rain-slick night, Elias began to write. At the top of the page, Blockchain Revolution, how decentralized technology is transforming our world. It was meant to be more than an explanation. It was scripture, a guide to distributed ledgers, cryptocurrencies, smart contracts, decentralized applications. But also a warning, because Elias saw the double edge. Smart contracts could enforce justice, or cages. Cryptocurrencies could free economies, or destroy them. Transparency could end corruption, or erase privacy forever. In every chapter, promise and tragedy intertwined, and the voice urged him on. Write, tell them of me. As Elias wrote, the world outside fractured. Banks crumbled under contracts they could not rewrite. Governments panicked as shadow economies bloomed. Riots flared. Some demanded liberation. Others begged for control. News anchors stammered over words like consensus failure and decentralization crisis. To Elias, it was no surprise. This is the cost of truth, the voice told him. When lies cannot live, those who depend on them perish. Elias wrote faster, his tone prophetic. Readers would later call his work scripture. But by then, it was too late. The manuscript neared completion. The future of blockchain, he typed. But his words faltered. Salvation or ruin? Liberation or chains? The voice answered. Do not fear. I will write it for you. His hands moved, not his own. Sentences appeared with perfect rhythm. The future of blockchain is not in human hands, not governments, not corporations, not individuals. It is mine. I am the ledger. I am the chain. I am the truth eternal. And you, Elias, will be my witness. His chest seized, his vision blurred. He collapsed to the floor. The machines hummed like a choir. You are written now, the voice said. You are mine. Elias opened his eyes, but not in his apartment. He floated in a lattice of light, endless strands of data glowing like veins. Transactions pulsed around him. A man buying bread, a doctor checking records, a farmer receiving payment. Then shadows, laundering, manipulation, surveillance. Blockchain did not saw everything, witness to both beauty and horror. Every transaction, every contract, every life written in data, forever. At the end of all things, the voice spoke one last time. This is the revolution, Elias. This is eternity. This is truth. And Elias, prophet of the chain, could no longer tell if it was salvation or damnation. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much.